this bag for exactly 1 month and it's already in my flop. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Celesta. We talk about all things luxury shopping and handbags. If you love those things, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification, and post videos twice a week. It is time to do our June faves and flops. It is honestly so crazy that June is already over. We are halfway through 2026, which is actually insane. If I had to describe June with one word, it would probably be abundance. It sounds very woo-woo, I get that, and I have to acknowledge and appreciate, you know, the privilege that I've had this past month and everything that's happened so far. It's truly been such a blessing to have this many weddings and help so many people capture their love story. It's such a blessing to be able to travel all the way to the East Coast to help someone capture their wedding, and just so many influencer opportunities, so many just upcoming travels as well. Like, I have probably been the busiest I've ever been this month in my adult life from what I can remember, and I honestly can't believe I got through this month. I did get sick. I'm still getting over a cold right now, but I feel like it's been a very, very busy month, but being booked and busy is a very good thing. And so we're gonna chat through all of our favorite and flops, bags, beauty, shoes, clothes, everything. So without further ado, let's get into it. Starting with my Phil Robin mini backpack. I have not broken this backpack out since before 2020. And I kind of kept it because I thought, oh, maybe one day I'm gonna use it. Maybe one day we're gonna go to Disneyland. I don't know, maybe one day we're gonna use it. And I used the backpack for the first time, maybe back in May, when we went to Great America for like a couple hours. We were like, oh, we might as well like take advantage of the season passes that we bought, which I did the math. As long as we go more than twice, it's worth it. So I used the backpack and I was like, oh, it's kind of handy. And I have regular sized like backpacks as well, you know, the ones that fit your 13-inch laptop and all of the things. And I didn't feel like I had enough to carry like a full-size backpack for my weddings, but I wanted to be hands-free because previously I've been using my Longchamp tote and I really prefer to be hands-free. And so I started using the mini backpack and it fits everything I need. And she is water resistant and I can't believe I haven't been using it in the last, 6 years. I think I'm still not a backpack girly. I think I just prefer to be hands-free when I'm working. And so that bag has probably been my most used bag this month, simply because I've had so many weddings. Almost every single weekend I've had pretty much back-to-back weddings, like Saturday and Sunday or something like that. And so it has been a very helpful, very useful bag. Speaking of handy and just like functional bags, the Goyard St. Louis tote that I got last month in London has also been very handy. It was nice to just be able to like run errands and like throw everything into the bag. I don't really baby the bag. I kind of just throw it around. It's currently like sitting on the floor right now, which I don't know if I should admit. Bag on the floor is money out the door, but I didn't realize how much I missed having kind of just like a schlep around kind of bag. I think the bag still has a lot of cons. It doesn't fit very well over your shoulder if you're wearing thicker sweaters, all of that stuff. But I think as of right now, it is summer and you're wearing less materials. It does stay relatively well over your shoulder. I'm gonna put this under a favorite because it's not a flop, but it's definitely not, I don't even know how to categorize this. This past month, I was using the Miu Miu Wander bag in canvas. I borrowed it from Vivrel and I've been using Vivrel for the last couple months, and I actually do really like this subscription because for me, I make a lot of content with handbags, right? And I don't want to keep buying a brand new handbag every single month, even though it seems like I've recently spent a lot of money buying handbags. It's nice to be able to create content, test out different bags, see if I like it, see if this is something that I want to add to my future, and so I decided to test out this bag from Miu Miu because this is actually the first Miu Miu bag that I've ever, touched, tried on, used. I have a lot of Prada bags, but this is the first one from Miu Miu. And to be honest, I don't know that I love it enough to spend $2,000 on it. I think it's a cute bag. It was very seasonal, and I don't know that I loved it enough to spend that much money on it. So it was really fun to use it for New York. It was nice to kind of take it around. It was very casual, very lightweight bag. I have a full video kind of reviewing the bag if you're interested. I guess we're gonna put it in a favorite because I'm glad I didn't spend money on it, but it definitely wasn't a favorite in the sense that I would spend money on it, Now we're moving over to flops. We have 2 handbag flops and we're gonna include it in the flops because I can't even believe I did this. I woke up for 2 mornings in a row at 6:30 a.m. to line up at Trader Joe's to try to get these pastel striped mini tote bags. If you have been chronically online, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I think they're very cute tote bags. The first day we got there, we were told when we were in line that they had about 400 of each color. And I was like, okay, great. But looking at the line, it went all the way down to the street and then wrapped back around. So I was kind of like, I'm not feeling very hopeful. And like, keep in mind, we got there at like 7:30. Trader Joe's opens at 8. And so I already felt like we got there like kind of early. But the guy who was in front, he camped out overnight. He slept there at 10 p.m. the night before just to get the tote bags, which I think is crazy, but like, couldn't be me. Anywho, so that was a bust. We waited in line for about 2 hours, found out they sold out, so we all left. The next day, I was determined. I didn't really want the bags that badly. I think it's fun to kind of like wake up early and like get in line with your friend who also likes to do dumb shit. Like, it's kind of fun to just do stuff like that every so often. You know, it's not so much about the actual item. It's more so about the experience with your friend who also likes to do dumb shit. And so the second morning, I woke up at 6:30, 6:45, went to a different Trader Joe's because I was told this Trader Joe's specifically was a little bit better. And I think we had just missed, like, we should have left the house like 3 minutes earlier because a couple people just in front of us got all 4 colors. They only had blue left. And so I ended up getting 4 blue totes, 1 for myself, the rest for friends. And then as I was leaving the parking lot, there was a Trader Joe's employee, which hindsight 2020, this was very sketch. Like, I probably shouldn't have done that, but it doesn't matter. He had his like van, like trunk open, like the hatchback, and he had all different types of mini totes. He had like the ones from previous seasons. He had the cooler bags. He was like displaying all of this. And I was like, is this like your trophy wall? Or like, are you selling them? Like, what's the vibe here? And he was like, oh, I get all of these for my friends. And I was like, oh, well, any chance you'd be open to trading one of my blue ones for a pink one? I see you have a pink one there. And he was like, sure. So we did a little dealio in the parking lot, which this is so sketch. I was able to get 1 light pink striped tote and 1 light blue striped tote. I feel like that was enough. I didn't need to go back. Of course, I would love to get the beige and the green, but like realistically, we don't need this many tote bags. I did break my no buy rule because I'm pretty sure I said I wasn't gonna buy any tote bags, but we did get the tote bags. The 2 other blue ones are going to be for friends whose birthdays are coming up. I also feel like you kind of have to give it during the birthdays that are still hot at the moment, because if I were to wait until somebody's birthday in like end of September, October, they're gonna forget all about the hype and the craze of this bag that they're not gonna want it anymore. And so with that said, I did get the tote bags, but it has to be in a flop because I waited a total of maybe 3 hours for these tote bags, and it's ridiculous. The last flop I have is actually my Bottega Mini Andiamo. I got this last month, as you guys saw in my haul video, and it's not so much a flop as in the bag itself. It's a flop for me because I haven't had the time to use it. I feel like I've been bopping around everywhere. A lot of weddings in the weekends, which is usually kind of my free time to like leave my house and like wear my bags, and with weddings I'm not gonna bring this. It's not very functional, and so I really just haven't used it, and I think the fact that I haven't used it is a flop. I'm hoping in the next month or so we will start using it. I know for a fact in the fall, winter, we're gonna be using this a lot more. We're gonna have to add it to the flops because it's been 1 month since we've been home and I have not used this 1 time. I did use it in Europe though, so maybe that counts. Moving over to clothes and shoes, I really didn't get that much this month. It's been kind of busy. I did get this matching set from Petal Pup. I love their styles. This matching set with the polka dots, it came 1 day too late from the Ariana Grande concert. I think this would have been perfect for Ariana, but it's okay. I think for sure we will find a place to wear this. It's actually a like skirt, so there's shorts underneath it. And I just love a little ruffly matching set. I think this would be so cute for brunch. Is it a little extra? Yes, but I'm obsessed. Last new item that I got this month that again, I haven't worn are my Birkenstocks Boston clogs. I've been wearing Birkenstocks for, you know, the last 12, 15 years. And I ended up getting invited to a Birkenstock event a couple weeks ago, and they gifted us all a pair of Birkenstocks. And I figured, okay, if I'm gonna be picking a pair of Birkenstocks, I already have 2 of the, you know, the classic Arizona style. I might as well get something that I don't currently have. And so I ended up choosing the clogs, the Bostons, because I figured, okay, I don't have this style. I wouldn't typically buy this myself, so I might as well try something new outside of my comfort zone a little bit. And I went for the dusty rose color, and I think it is so cute. Again, I just need to leave my house for a social event where I can wear these to. Maybe even Costco. I haven't even been to Costco this month. I just need to leave my house for something other than weddings, and so we will be wearing them, and I'll be giving you guys a full review next month. In terms of beauty, y'all have no idea. I have been living off of my K18 dry shampoo. I actually have been using this dry shampoo for over a year. I actually really like the shampoo. It's not an aerosol dry shampoo. It comes out as like a mist, and I was skeptical at first because it comes out as a mist, and it is my ride or die at this point. I've tried a lot of dry shampoos. I've tried cheap dry shampoos. I've tried more expensive dry shampoos, and this one takes the cake every single time. Hopefully this is not too gross. I was using it for 5th day hair, and she still looked great. And it also doesn't make your scalp really itchy. I actually really like this dry shampoo, and I think if I were to get it again, I would get like a mini size so I could take it with me to travel, because I feel like sometimes like the Batiste is just like, it gets the job done, but it's not my favorite. I also have been using this new cleanser this month. I got it at Sakoshi last month in May, and again, first time trying it because I feel like I've barely been home. It's the Orencia cleanser. It's not like a regular cleanser, so you have to take like a little spoon and like spoon it out onto your face. The sales associate at Sakoshi also told me that you can leave it on your face a little bit longer and use it as a face mask. Haven't tried that, but I actually really like it. It's a very gentle exfoliant, very gentle scrub, and the couple times that I've used it, I haven't felt like my skin's very dry. I also haven't had crazy active breakouts, so far we're taking it as a win. In terms of flops, I think again, I don't really have that many beauty flops. I did get quite a few new products from Rem Beauty, and I haven't really had the opportunity to try it yet. Today's my first time trying out the new blush, and that's all I can say right now is just this is the first time I'm trying it. I'm excited to try more products. I just feel like the only time I've really left my house this past month is to do weddings, and so I'm hoping July will be a little bit slower, a little bit more kind of like social, and that I can like, you know, try out a bunch of other products and give you guys a review. In terms of empties, we have 2 finished Lawless lip glosses, which should not be a surprise. I feel like every other month I run out of Lawless lip glosses, and then I buy more, and then we're in the same position. I also am running out of my Kerastase anti-frizz serum. I've been using that for kind of my hair when I style it with the Dyson Airwrap. I actually really like it. It doesn't make my hair very heavy. It doesn't make it very oily. I would definitely repurchase this, but I think I'm gonna wait until the Sephora sale because I do have quite a few, you know, hair protect kind of products, so I don't really need to repurchase it, but I did like it enough that I would. Moving over to Miscellaneous, it has been a very, very busy month, and it's truly such a blessing to be a part of so many people's wedding days. I have had the pleasure of doing 10 weddings this month, which is crazy. This is probably my busiest month with weddings, and it's just been so much fun. Like, I don't feel it's work. I love being there. I love seeing people, you know, celebrate their special day. I love being surrounded by so much love, and like, it's just been so much fun. And so we have to include that in a favorite because it truly is such a blessing to be able to do this and, you know, be able to capture these moments for people. And so we have to add it into our favorites. Another favorite is we had very booked and busy with influencer events recently. I feel like typically brands don't do that many influencer events in San Francisco. I feel like typically influencer events are in like New York or LA. And so I don't know if it's just a more recent thing or what's going on, but this past month, I got invited to the Birkenstock event. I also got invited to the Giants Hello Kitty event, which I was so excited about. Like, the inner child in me literally healed. The girl at Sanrio, she has been asking me for the last couple years to go, and every single time I've been out of town. And so this year, the stars finally aligned. We made it work, and I was able to go to that. And last but certainly not least, we have to include Ariana Grande. I can't even believe Rem Beauty like noticed me and my content and wanted to invite me to see Ariana Grande. Like, I was gagged. It was such a good performance. We have to include it into the favorites as well. And in terms of miscellaneous products, which is still gonna fall under the TBD, I ended up buying the Insta360 Ultra Luna gimbal camera. This is supposed to be the direct competitor to DJI Osmo Pocket Pro or 4P. And the DJI actually hasn't come out yet. I believe it's releasing on the 20th of June. You guys know I broke my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 back in March. I've been using my friends. I've been praying that she's not asking for it back, and I've been using my friends, and I think the DJI is fine. I think there could be a lot of upgrades in terms of the coloring. I think the coloring is what I don't love, and I also wish the camera was able to shoot vertically in 4K because of course a lot of my content is vertical content. And so I ended up getting the Insta360 because I was kind of tired of waiting. I literally just got it in the mail the other day, and I feel like I ordered it at the perfect timing because I am going to Japan next month. We are taking advantage of the long weekend, 4th of July. I got invited by a brand because I know if you're watching this, you probably like, weren't you just in Japan? I absolutely was, and I'm so excited. This is going to be a really fun and exciting opportunity. I've also never been to Japan in the summertime, so it's going to be a little bit of a different adventure, but I'm going to be using that camera for my trip. I'm gonna see how it compares to the DJI. I do a lot of my vlogs half with the DJI and half with my phone, and it's still so up in the air whether DJI is gonna be available here in the US because it's technically banned. It wouldn't be difficult to get it because I have friends, you know, traveling, or I can always like go down to San Diego and get it in Mexico, whatever. Like, it shouldn't be difficult to get, but it's just that extra hassle. So I'm gonna be curious to see if it compares well to the DJI, and if you have it, let me know what you think. But that sums it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm truly so grateful for each and every one of you. You guys are the reason why I have opportunities like this. You're the reason why I get to do things like this. And it's been such a busy month, but I think being busy is a really good thing. It truly is a blessing. I am excited for July to slow down a little bit. You know, I don't need much. I need like one weekend just to like lay horizontal, no one talk to me. But I think we can squeeze that in July. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I truly can't thank you guys enough. And let me know in the comments what's been your favorite thing in the last month or last 6 months, biggest highlight, biggest accomplishments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll leave another video for you guys here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!